So what are we going to do for our cold open?
Oh, that's interesting because this episode's all about cold opens.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. We could. Oh, and then it come back in. I'd be like, and then everyone would be like, whoa! Like I'm finishing up my idea for it.
No.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Philip Osterday.
And I'm Daniel Cardiff.
And this is Classic Countdown Conversations.
This is a weekly show that we never miss a week.
Never missed.
That where we talk about the best and the worst that media has to offer.
When? No. Yes. Did we change it to pop culture?
Oh. We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah. You did.
That's
it.
weird. We say it every week. You'd think that
You'd think you'd memorize it by now.
Memorize it by now. We count down the best and the worst that media has to offer.
The pop culture.
I know. I did that one on
You
purpose.
suck.
Pop culture has to offer when we feel like it. And I'm Daniel Cardiff.
And today we're talking about cold opens from one of our darn tootin'est favorite shows.
Yeah, it's about time that we did an episode on this show.
Have we never done an episode?
There's never, I mean, we've probably obviously talked about things about The Office before, but we've never done an Office-centric episode. We've done a Seinfeld-centric episode. We did Community.
Yeah.
We did Arrested Development.
But no Office.
No Office, which is funny because it's my personal favorite. I think there are better sitcoms than The Office, but I'll always have a special place in my heart for The Office.
It's it's one that speaks sweet nothings to you.
It really does. Me and my wife just finished up watching it not too long ago, and I was just like, oh, it was like hanging out with old friends.
I gotcha.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing the best cold opens. We were gonna do best characters.
Too hard.
Did I tell you why I changed it to best cold opens?
Because you're scaredy cat.
Well, I didn't ever tell you this, but we sat down and we made our list of characters.
We did? The two of us?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Man. Oh, man. And I just, didn't agree.
With our list?
Yeah, and then I was like, you know what? We're going to have to do separate lists when we do that episode.
I gotcha.
When we eventually get around to it. You know?
Is it
Because the show's going to be going on forever.
Yeah, forever and ever. Because it's Creed? Because Creed's number one?
No, we decided not against that. We decided against that, but there was a lot of the mid-tier ones that
I remember.
Were
we
just
did, we did a lot. We did a lot of them.
We did, and I actually wanted to do more.
Yeah,
and it just wasn't panning out. The episode wasn't but I still wanted to do an Office thing before we reached 100 episodes.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, you had mentioned to me back when Olivia and I first started watching through The Office. You were like, keep track of all the cold opens.
And you did.
I did for the most part.
You did for the first episode.
No, I actually did make it a few seasons in, and I was like, I can just Google what they are, and I can just remember which ones I like.
You're like, there's this thing called YouTube.
There's YouTube, there's Google, there's all these websites that I'm an old man when it comes to. Oh, actually, no, I'm pretty well versed in YouTube, but
true.
Not Google. So, anyways, best cold opens, the Office style.
Yeah.
Office edition.
The Office edition.
Do you have
American.
anything to say?
This is the American version.
The American. Yeah.
We're
I
Americans.
don't even know how many episodes of the British version there is.
There's only 3 seasons, I think.
They even got that far? I was thinking there were only 2 seasons.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 3 because that was popular.
It was. Yeah, that's true.
For those folks over the pond.
I've heard that they even say that ours is better.
Oh, really?
That's what I've heard. British people are like, yeah, the American Office is.
I just doubt that. I think that you're lying.
That's what I've heard. I only know
by your American
a
friends.
couple British people, so I can't really say.
That's true. I know of one British person, and it's probably one of the two people.
I know a handful.
A handful.
A handful.
Oh, is that a British accent? A British accent.
I'm Brimbish. I've got a handful.
A handful.
Blimey Schnickets. It's Daniel the. I'm Earl of. I'm the Earl.
I'm the Earl of Earl.
Lemony Schnickets. Fiddlesticks me whiskers. You like that?
I like that a lot.
That's my best. You know what's funny is that's literally probably the best I could do. I cannot do accents to save my life. And
Did you have to do them for plays?
I had to do a Russian accent for Fiddler on the Roof.
Okay.
That was the only time, though. And then I did a Scottish accent for one of our old films.
I see. I like that you call them films. It really like ups the ante.
It makes them seem better than they are. Okay. Anything
No.
to say? No?
I have nothing. I have nothing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the two people that listen to this show,
Yeah.
Reagan and Becca.
You're sorry about what?
That we keep doing this show every week.
Yeah. I know they've been wanting it twice a week.
They were wanting it twice a week.
Once a week.
Yeah.
So okay. I got a butt ton of ons here.
Give me the ons.
Okay. I'm just gonna read them down the list, and it's more or less chronological.
Okay.
So bear with me.
Are you just gonna read them and kind of explain them? What do you want? What are you doing?
Okay, so I think for the honorable mentions, I'll get into like a couple of them
Okay.
in depth, but for the most part, this is just going to be for like diehard Office fans. I'm going to say like what I've written down as the quote unquote gist of the thing,
Okay,
and then
all
I'm
right.
going to read the episode, and either you know it or you don't.
And you gotta look it up if you don't.
You got to look it up. If you don't, send a link, make a comment on this web page if you remembered what it was. Okay. And again, this is in no particular order until we get to like the end-ish.
Okay.
And then I'll do it.
You'll do it.
I'll do it. Okay. All right. Fitness Orb performance review. Oh, wait.
Oh.
You're going to bleep that out
Okay.
to not give it away.
Okay.
One rule that we're doing
I'm
on this
not
list. No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'll find it.
Okay.
One rule
rule
about
them
this
all?
episode is we are not including the pranks
Oh, right.
between Jim and Dwight for this list, because that
That's
could be
true.
a whole list on its own.
Yeah, that's episode 298.
There we go. Yes. Well, it would be 198.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Just every 98 is an episode about The Office, but our
Yeah.
next one has to be the characters.
Yeah.
So that after that would be the pranks. Okay.
You're catching my drift.
Yeah. Okay. So
You're stepping when I'm
what you're putting down, what you're
Putting
laying
down,
down, what
yeah.
you're pooping down.
sniffing.
So
when I'm
don't
smelling.
expect for any of the pranks to be on here. I'm sorry if you think that those are the best ones, but honestly, it probably would have taken up most of the list.
It would have been
and
the
that's
whole list.
unfair.
It's just not fair.
Not fair to the non-prank cold opens.
Yeah.
So
we needed the other characters in there.
yeah, it can't just be Jim and Dwight. Okay. Fitness Orb performance review. The concussion, the injury. Updog, the secret.
That one was up there.
It was. Again, this is in no particular order. This
I
is
know.
okay.
Hey, listen. I listened to you.
All right. The tape recorder, back from vacation. Dwight in a bra, Benjamin Franklin. Pam and Jim. I said, this is what I said. I said Pam and Jim out, Dunder Mifflin Infinity. That's the episode where they realize that they're dating, that they tell people that they're dating, but I don't remember what's so funny about that cold open. But we did put a green check mark next to it, so we must have liked it.
It's like Michael says, like, nothing more important to me has happened. Or
I think that's the one where they get engaged.
Oh,
though.
really? I don't know.
I see. I'm getting the two mixed up. That one's also on here, though. We'll get to it in a second. Michael yells at corporate from Dinner Party. Michael tackles Jim, business ethics. That's the one where they find out that they're engaged.
Yeah. Okay.
Michael's fake engagement from customer survey. That one would also be up.
That one's pretty funny.
Up towards there for me.
Very Michael-y.
Yes. Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. The surplus. Mm-hmm. The radar gun. The duel. PA function. Lecture circuit. Mm-hmm. The Fonz from Blood Drive. It's one where they're all like, hey! Yeah. I remember you liked that one.
I did like that one.
Kevin as receptionist from Dream Team.
Yep, that one's great.
Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Stanley's obliviousness.
Mm-hmm. That one's funny.
Everyone throws up except for Creed, who eats his ramen noodles downstairs. That's from Niagara Part 1, I think.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now I didn't write down the episode titles for these ones, so we'll see.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to say.
Just don't say it.
Blind Guy McSqueezy. Oh, gosh. I don't even know how to say this one without... I'm going to have to say something different. They unpack Gabe's box. Nate versus Hornets. The Christmas Picture. Michael Scott meets David Brent.
Who's David Brent?
That's Ricky Gervais's version of Michael Scott. The opening to Threat Level Midnight.
Uh-huh.
Kevin.
I feel like people are going to be mad that's not
Well, if this was best episodes,
whoops,
that would probably be on the list.
Yeah. Sorry, my shoe just fell off onto the microphone. I bet it's real loud.
I don't see an up spike. So
okay. An up dog.
I don't see an up dog. Kevin talks weird is how I said it. There's probably a better way to say that, but anyways, closing time, Stanley's mustache, and pumpkin head. It's where Dwight puts a pumpkin on his head for Halloween and they can't get it off.
Does Stanley have a mustache?
We'll watch it afterwards. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who...
I believe he does.
Okay, so those are the ones that I just wanted to kind of go through really quickly. Here's something that we can talk a little bit more to. The honorable mentions, I mean.
Okay, all right.
This is one of my personal favorites.
Okay.
And I know my sister Lauren loves this one as well.
Okay.
It's the Baby Otter.
Oh, where they watched the Baby Otter video?
Yeah. Would you like to explain it?
Yeah. So Michael Scott, I don't even know what is the video that he made.
It's like a news crew interviewed him.
Oh, and it becomes viral.
Yeah, it's like on this website. It's almost the top viewed video of the day or something like that.
Okay. And then he requests that everyone starts watching the video because it's his viral video, and then they get distracted and start watching a video about an otter. I'm guessing it's the ones about where they are holding hands and stuff. It's like all cutesy.
It's like the zoo. One was giving birth at a zoo or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Well, and then it cuts to Michael in his office. He's really upset about it at first. He's like, I mean, it's just a baby otter. Look at it. It can't even stand up. And he's like, oh, wait, it's trying to stand up. He's like, there it goes. He does like a complete 180. And he's like smiling at that point. So it's a very Michael Scott moment.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's see here. I said the injury one.
Okay. All right.
The Michael eats an entire pot pie, chicken pot pie.
Is that when he falls asleep?
Yeah, he falls asleep, and then
Yes.
they all change the clocks.
Yes, that one's great.
That's it. I know. That's why I'm giving a little bit more of a spotlight.
It's a good one.
It's fantastic. And I love it when they all start laughing. And then
To wake him up. And
Michael
he wants
walks
to know
out
what
and
it
just
is.
starts laughing
Yes.
as well. Okay. Sorry, this is like the most unorganized thing I've ever done. I've ever had.
Daniel, we've had so much lead up time
Sorry.
this week.
You know what? I'm sorry.
Good. It's about time you apologize for something.
I'm sorry.
Good. I forgive you, but only because you had that 100% accurate English accent earlier.
Jeez. No, oh yeah, the British accent. Now I feel like I am missing one because I know I skipped over a couple,
Well, Daniel,
but
I guess we just got to do number 10 then.
we're just gonna have to do it. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Shh.
I
All right.
am
The
yelling.
lip sync, the lip dub.
The lip dub. It's like a music video.
Yeah, it's a good opener to the season.
What is the song?
The no.
No, 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 no.
I don't know.
I don't know. I know
I don't
this. I know
know.
the melody.
Yeah,
I don't know that song.
I know the song. I just don't know what it's called or why it's famous.
How could you even look it up? It's just no.
No, maybe no.
Google's
song?
just like no.
No, you can't look this up. And that's from Nepotism. That episode's called Nepotism.
Nepotism.
Okay, and then we're down. So we got it down to 11 cold opens, and Philip said to surprise him.
I didn't say that.
Well, you said that I could choose, and then I said I'll surprise you.
You said I will surprise you.
So
That is a little bit different.
the last cold open for an honorable mention
Okay. Is
Dwight and the Watermelon,
okay.
the fake baby.
All right. All right.
Would you like to explain that one?
So it's not even that Michael's, or no, it's that Jan is going to have a baby. Is it that Jan's having a baby?
Yes. Yeah.
But he's not with Jan. But he wants to be prepared for when the baby comes. And so Dwight is there to help him catch the baby. So he pretends to be giving birth, and he has a watermelon.
Yeah.
And it pops out of Dwight, and and Michael drops it immediately, and he's mad at Dwight at first. And Dwight's like, "No, what is he?"
He put butter on it.
Butter on it, and then Michael's like, "That's very good," or something like that. Like, and then I think they do it again, right?
He was like, let's do it again. And then it hard cuts and Michael's eating the watermelon.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really good. It might deserve to be in top 10. It was almost there, and then we remembered one that we had kind of put on the back burner.
Yeah, which I already forget which one that is, so you might need to say it.
Okay, I'll say it. So we're getting into our actual top 10.
Yeah, welcome to the top 10. Ding, ding, ding.
I apologize if any of those were your favorites, but we have 10 that we think are just a little better.
And everybody knows when you listen to the show,
Yeah.
what we say goes and is right.
Yep. Keep your opinions to yourself.
This is like the anti-social podcast where we don't want you to say what your thoughts are.
Yeah. Everyone's always like, comment below, smash that like button.
We say keep it to yourself.
Yeah, please don't ever speak to us. Oh my word. Oh my gosh.
It's coming upon me.
All right, number 10. Creed as acting manager.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's because Creed's the best character.
Yeah, Creed is Philip's favorite character. He's my favorite side character.
Certainly.
And he gets a little moment to shine.
A big moment.
It's a whole cold open basically dedicated to him.
I think it's probably the only that long of a shot with Creed in it.
Probably.
Or
Yeah.
shots.
It's the longest Creed moment, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
Unless if you people out there that we told you to be quiet are typing away in our comment section and telling us a different one where Creed has a bunch of screen time. But if that's not the case, then I think this is it.
I think this is it.
And Philip didn't really remember this thing, but I showed it to him tonight, and
I
he was
giggled.
laughing pretty good.
I done giggled. This
What-
might be the episode. Well, no, I think I saw more than that.
Well, you were just talking about how you remembered the
Yeah.
pyramid.
Yeah. I got pretty far in there.
That's season 8.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think that we would watch some.
That's kind of how we ended up doing.
Yeah.
Like, I remember a lot of season 8, mostly the first half, and then I hardly watched any of season 9
Yeah.
while it was airing. I've
Right,
obviously watched it a bunch since then. But what's your favorite part of Creed as manager?
Probably Bobati.
Yeah, Babati's the best.
What are we doing?
Acronyms. What does the B stand for?
Business.
I like it. Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite Creed moments, I think, the Bobati. Like the whole cold open's great, but that's specifically the Bobati thing. Cuz I love like his enthusiasm
Yeah.
when he's pointing at the whiteboard.
He's like finally like somebody. He thinks somebody's recognizing him.
It's like yeah. He's in his where he's meant to be.
Yes.
But nobody else views it that way. So yeah, that's our number 10.
It's a good one. It's a
What's
good
our
one.
number 9, Philip?
Our number 9 is Hardcore Parkour.
Ooh.
The album.
Is
The
that an album?
episode is Gossip.
Yes. Oh yeah, the Bobati, the Creed as acting manager.
Yeah.
I think. Oh shoot, I'm trying to remember what that. I think it's called Search Committee. I think is the episode. But anyways, parkour from Gossip.
Tell me about this one.
Yeah, so this is actually this one that we didn't really rewatch.
No. I mean, I know it.
It's famous.
Yeah. He jumps off a building.
It's possibly the most. It might be the most famous cold open. The one that's like endured the longest. Because I was just telling Philip, like it's a huge meme right now.
There's another one that is used often in my office.
Okay, you have to tell me which one
And I
that
will
is
tell you
later on.
when we get to it.
But yeah, it's basically just Michael, Dwight, and Andy. And Jim explains this, that it's like at that point it was like 7 years too late that they got into parkour.
It says that in the show.
Jim says something. He's like internet sensation of 2004 parkour or 2007 or something like that. But yeah, it's just them running around doing just the worst parkour possible, and them just proclaiming parkour as they're doing it.
Does somebody jump off and like go into the dumpster?
Yeah,
Andy?
Andy does. Yeah, the
Okay.
three of them are like up on top of a moving truck, and Andy's like, all right, I got it. Jump off of here, land on top of that, do a kick spin onto that,
Yeah.
and then jump, and then he just jumps right onto like an empty cardboard box. It goes right through it.
That's funny.
It is good. It's funny.
Now that's funny.
You know what's also funny is this is probably gonna be a pretty short episode because they're cold open, so there's not a whole lot
There's just not much to say.
talk about. You know what I can say
What's that?
that we didn't really mention was kind of like what we like in a cold open.
Oh, I like it. I like it cold. And I like it to open the
Yeah,
episodes.
I like it open too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, number 8. No.
Gotta be funny.
It got to be funny. Yeah. There's a couple of good cold opens that aren't as funny as they are just like setting up plot points.
Right.
And that's why we didn't include them.
Yeah.
It's because we wanted them to be funny cold opens.
Yeah. Daniel likes them to not have anything to do with the episodes.
I mean, I'm fine with them when they do. And actually, I think like our top 3 do have like kind of set up the episode. But I do like it when they're kind of just like a little standalone
Yeah.
because it kind of gives the show a little bit more of like, here's just a day and this is what happened this day is Michael was in a straitjacket on this day. And it's just like a random Tuesday for Dunder Mifflin. I like that aspect of it. But I think for me, the most important part, or they kind of go hand in hand, two most important parts are, I like it when they're dense, when there's a lot of jokes present in a short amount of time, and when a lot of the characters get room to breathe in them.
Yeah. Everybody gets a little something to say.
Yeah. I like ones like that. That's why the lip sync one is good, is because we didn't even talk about it. I said it to Philip before we recorded, but my favorite part of that is how Michael got like a magic kit.
Yeah.
And he's trying to like show off. I don't know, something about it's just so Michael.
Yeah. I mean, they do set up earlier that he went to magic camp.
That's true. Yeah.
So I guess he has a dream of becoming a magician.
Well, and there's in the episode where he goes broke, where he declares bankruptcy.
Yes.
He's talking to Oscar. Oscar's explaining like what he doesn't need to be spending money on. And he's like, why did you spend money on 4 different magic sets or something like that? So yeah, it is kind of Michael has these little things that are never boil too much to the surface, but that are consistent. There's another little quirk about Michael. He has like this like romanticized version, like there's a romanticized idea in his head that married couples have catch-up fights. Because he definitely says it in one episode. He's like, I want the white picket fence and the catch-up fights, so and then later on in Threat Level Midnight, there's like a flashback scene of him and his wife, and they're having a catch-up fight. So there's something with Michael about that.
That's funny.
So yeah, so I like that they set up these little things.
Does that mean like they fight with ketchup?
Yeah, like they're like
squirting ketchup at each other,
as if like you're making your dinner, and then like
I gotcha.
As a playful thing, like you kind of squirt ketchup.
That would be horrible.
Well, that's the thing is like, that's why it's Michael's like delusion is, I'm sure there are couples that don't care about that stuff, but I feel like most people would just be like, are you kidding me? I don't want to smell like ketchup. So Michael's love for magic kind of culminates in the lip sync battle. But anyways, back to the actual list.
Whoa. Number 8, Daniel.
My turn?
Yeah.
Number 8 is Radon Test Kit Cold Open.
Wow. The anticipation for that one.
I had to scroll up to the top. I couldn't remember.
I thought it was good audio.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I did on purpose.
Yeah, thanks.
We're masters at this because we do this weekly. Yeah, so the Radon Test Kit. Do you want to?
Yeah, sure. So it starts off, Toby is doing a meeting about how he's going to be placing radon test kits throughout the building. And he says, please do not throw these away. And then he snaps his fingers and says it again. And then you realize that he's very specifically pointing it out to Michael, who gets upset with him. And then does it just like randomly cut and then he's...
Well, it shows the flashbacks of Michael throwing all of the past ones out.
All right. So then, it begins to explain how Michael has already thrown 3 away. And then it cuts over again back to the meeting. And he's doing the hand farts. Oh man, this one goes on for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty loaded.
Yeah. And he says something like, you said it was a silent killer. How do you expect me not to just do a fart joke? And then it gets into him talking about if he had a bullet or a gun with 2 bullets and he was in a room with Toby, Osama bin Laden, and Hitler, he would shoot Toby twice. Well, so what's the first thing that he says that people laugh at?
He says he's like, he's like, it's not radon that's gonna kill us. We're gonna die of boredom.
Oh yeah.
Everyone
yeah.
kind of chuckles.
Yes.
And then he makes the comment about
Yeah.
the 2 bullets.
And it's just a good classic Michael moment of hating Toby. And people joining in.
Well, but I love this is another recurring little like joke, I guess. Is Michael will do something and the rest of the office are like, oh,
Yes.
like they like groan, but kind of like in a way where it's like Michael's a 5-year-old type of
Yes.
like groaning. Because yeah, he makes a joke about the gun. They all groan, and then Dwight's like, "You were being really funny, and then you took it too far."
Yeah. Like to make sure you understand this.
But then yeah, they all then join in
Yeah.
on how to kill all 3.
With one bullet.
So it's good. Creed has a good little moment.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Would you like to
No,
explain?
after you.
No, you like Creed.
No, you like this moment. Though.
Well, it's just he says you should curve it like my favorite James McAvoy movie, Wanted, which is 100% accurate, which you don't get from Creed very often. And me and Philip were saying that it's funny that he says it's his favorite James McAvoy movie, as if he's a big James McAvoy fan. Another little moment that I love in this scene is when Stanley's like, "How about in the land of make believe you can have whatever you want?" And Jim's like, "Stanley, please, this is serious." So yeah, it's good. And then Dwight comes up with the solution as to how to
Yeah.
do it.
Shoot everybody in the throat.
And they all start cheering when it works. So yeah, good. Everyone, yeah, a lot of people get a moment to shine in this one. And I love when Dwight says, "Andy, you be Bin Laden." Andy like does a fist pump. He's like excited that he got picked for something. It's just all great. So good.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. One other little thing that's great is Toby's like, "I don't want to do this," and Michael's like, "Toby, just do it."
Yeah. He gets so frustrated. Like he has like 3 moments where he's just, like so mad at Toby that he's not playing along. Great. Number 7
Yeah.
is the DVD logo TV cube
Yes.
from Launch Party.
Yeah.
This is the one where they're in a meeting.
Uh-huh.
They're looking at the TV, and the DVD logo is moving around,
Yeah.
and they're talking about they're like who I'm assuming it's Michael who's talking, and whatever he's saying lines up with them saying like being upset when it doesn't hit in the corner.
Yeah.
And then it does some cutbacks of like Jim saying that Pam has said that she's seen it in the corner once. He doesn't believe her.
Her getting upset that he
Yes.
doesn't believe her.
And then it finally lands in the corner, and they all cheer and then leave the meeting.
And Michael's just like, "Yeah, all right, let's quote while we're ahead." My favorite moment of this cold open is right then after he's like, "All right, let's quote while we're ahead." Kevin's like, "That was awesome." And Michael's like, "That was awesome." Thinking he just like hit the ball out of the park with the meeting.
It's a good one. It has everybody.
Yeah. The meetings are always a good.
Yeah.
They're always, whether it's a cold open or just a scene, it's just a good, like, a lot of times a lot of people get just room to play. And
Yeah.
if we ever talk about just like the best scenes from this show, I think the whomever
Yes.
scene needs to get brought up, because that literally, I think like everybody gets like a line in that scene. That one's great. But yeah, and I think we were talking earlier, like we like this one because it's very specific to like an office setting.
Yes.
Which I know that's kind of your problem with the later seasons,
Indeed.
isn't it? Is that they start getting out of the office more and more.
Too much out of the office.
I've come around to your not fully, I don't think. I think once you get into the later seasons, you are more so watching it for the characters than you are the setting. But there are some episodes where I'm like, this shouldn't have. like they go to Gettysburg in one episode.
Yeah.
It's just like that. It's even like I don't know. I think it's like if another show can do this plot, then it's not super specific to The Office.
Yes.
Like type of deal. Yeah. But there are episodes earlier in the season or earlier in the series where they're making their way out. There's like Beach Day. And,
yeah. I think like one episode a season's fine.
Yeah. Maybe 2 or 3.
Maybe. I guess when there's 24 episodes.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. I'm sure it got difficult to think of new things to do in The Office. But like in season 9, they have to rent a work bus.
Right.
And that's a good like work. That's something new. They're still technically doing work, in the office, but they're having to be crammed in this bus. So like, yeah, find new ways to kind of make it fresh and whatnot. But
I'm surprised those Hollywood chumps were even able to come up with anything office related. They probably don't even work in an office. Work on the beach.
Well, the writers.
What a bunch of chumps.
The writers technically probably worked in offices. Yeah.
I guess I'm just mad that they got their way. Next, the actors will.
Yeah. Are they still on strike?
Yeah.
That's going to date this up. Oh, my word.
Daniel.
I'm glad that didn't break.
I'm glad it didn't have stuff in it.
Well, yeah, I drank it all.
Ew.
I drank apple cider because it's October time. And here's our new Halloween list.
Oh, no.
Just kidding.
If that was it, if that was how you were going to do it, I'd be so mad. Wait until it's 9:30 and then pull a fast one on me.
Actually, speaking of Halloween.
Okay.
There is it's a cold open that never... It aired, and then they pulled it from further airings.
Syndication?
Yeah. It's where they do a haunted house in the warehouse.
Okay.
It's just a cold open. And it ends with Michael pretending to hang himself.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember watching this.
The kids are like screaming, and then he's like, oh, yes. Like kicking and stuff. And then he's like, remember, kids, this is never the way out. He like tries to have like good message to it after he's just traumatized with the kids. So that's an honorable mention.
So is that not on DVDs or is it?
It's on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. We watched it on Peacock. Me and Olivia watched it through on Peacock. And I don't remember it being on that episode. So I think I don't know if it's on DVDs or not. I don't think it was. I think because we had DVD, that's how I watched the show all the way through the first time.
You guys did? Well, no.
After rediscovering it in high school.
I got you.
And I don't remember that being on there. So
you said rewatching it the first time.
Sorry, yeah, rewatching it the first time.
The most confusing sentence.
I'm so sorry. I watched the show for the first time when it was airing, and then when I rewatched it for the first time, I did not.
You just say when you rewatched it.
When I rewatched it. No, because I've rewatched it more than once.
You don't need it, but when you rewatched it.
Is this good podcast, people?
Yeah.
You guys enjoying me and Philip arguing? Okay. Number 6. Oh, yeah, we went past the TV Cube.
Yeah.
I forgot. Okay, number 6. Oh, I'm glad I get to say this one because it's one of my favorites. I quote this maybe every day of my life.
Oh.
The I love it line.
I guess you do say that a lot.
I say it all the time. This one's from Did I Stutter? This cold open there's wet cement downstairs. They're like redoing the sidewalk or something. Michael comes in very frantically. He's like, quick, ideas. Pam's like, Michael, we don't know. We can't give you ideas if we don't know what you're talking about. He explains that there's wet cement. That he wants to put something in the wet cement before it dries. I think Andy is like, put your initials. Or I forget. Maybe Kevin says initials. And Michael's like, Yeah, right. So that somebody named
right.
I don't remember the exact name, but the S for Sky says Sputnik. But then like, yeah, Andy says to draw a picture. Kelly says to put his hands in it. And then Jim's like, even better, put your face in it. And Oscar's like, Michael, I don't think that's a good idea. And the whole time, Michael's just like, I like it. I like it even more. It's like, I love it. And then they're down, and he makes a "that's what she said" joke when Dwight says, "Push it in further." So it's a lot of the characters getting some room to shine in this one.
Yeah. I love that he has like nostril stuff.
It obviously does not work. Like, it's so poorly constructed.
It's like the worst straws you could ever see.
Jim's like making like a speech like while they're getting it ready and stuff.
Yeah. Now they just keep getting better and better the further we go.
Oh,
Isn't that funny how that happens?
Yeah, it's like we're like counting down to the best one or something.
Best one. I like this one a lot. What is the episode about? Is this one of the classics of it has nothing to do with the episode?
Yeah, that one has nothing to do with it. The rest of the episode, it's the one where Stanley yells at Michael.
Oh yeah.
Did I stutter?
Did I stutter? Is that's not the heart attack though?
No. Yeah.
I think Stanley's a little hidden gem on the show.
I like Stanley a lot. I think you like him a little bit more than I do.
I think that he's hidden to you, and someday the spirit will reveal.
No, I love him. Like, I think he's great. He has some really, really great moments.
Yeah.
But like in that episode specifically, the Did I Stutter episode, you kind of like don't like him very much.
Yeah.
He's like painted almost too much of a jerk in that episode.
Yeah.
I like it. I like Stanley when he is more like indifferent to things. When he's doing his crossword puzzles and meetings and stuff. That's
What's the episode where he like? It's not that he's cheating on his wife. It's that it's his daughter or something. Or
no, yeah, he's cheating on his wife.
Cheating on his wife. Okay,
that's the gossip episode. That's the one where parkour opens it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where Michael, I'm trying to think. Michael lets it slip. He finds out somehow.
Yeah.
Lets it slip, and then in order to cover it up, he starts a bunch of other rumors so that everybody just thinks everything was a lie that was said that day. That's a good episode.
Pretty smart.
Yeah, it was. It backfires. They all trace it back to to Michael, but
that's what the government does.
Oh,
when they want to cover up things.
Oh,
just tell a bunch of lies.
Gotcha.
That's what they tell me.
That's what
the aliens tell me.
Was that a lie when they said the aliens exist?
I don't know.
Or whatever they said.
I don't know. KGB joke.
Okay, number 5. Is it number 5 or 6?
That's number 5.
5.
From the Golden Ticket.
Yeah.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
KGB.
Slaps him in the face. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, how does this one? I know that he slaps him in the face and they do big KGB jokes.
Yeah,
but does it start like that?
Pam's on the phone. Michael comes up. He's like, "Hey, Pam, knock knock." And Pam's like, "Michael, I'm on the phone right now." And then she like starts trying to repeat a number that the person on the other side, and Michael's just like, "Blah blah blah," and she like hangs up and she's like, "It makes us look really unprofessional." Michael's like, "They would never know it was me." And then he has a knock knock joke for her. Dwight kisses his butt and laughs at it, and then he asks Michael if he can do a knock knock joke, and then he does the KGB thing, slaps him in the face. So yeah, it's good.
I feel like this one stuck with me. This one's one of the ones that I remember from long ago.
So from when you like first watched the show. Gotcha. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of sneaky with its greatness.
How so?
Well, like, because the beginning part is funny. The part with Michael and Pam.
Yeah.
Like, if it was just that portion, it wouldn't have reached our top 10 at all. But then it almost like goes from like 0 to 30 in about like a minute and a half, and then like 30 to 120, and like as soon as like Dwight slaps Michael gets really mad at him. It just gets like really, really funny really quickly. And then Jim, of course, knows how to take advantage of the situation and does his own KGB joke. But I just like this one doesn't have every character. It's kind of just the main four,
right?
Mainly the trifecta, the three of the guys. But it's a good showcase of all their personalities. I like it because of that. And again, it doesn't have anything to do with the rest of the episode. So
none at all.
It's just on some Thursday in March, they decided to tell some knock jokes.
Michael was perusing the internet.
Yeah, he said his knock joke originally is like Buddha. And she's like, Buddha who? He's like, would you Buddha this bread for me? It's like not even that good.
Not a knock joke, really. Just to play on words.
So, okay. Number 4.
Number 4, Daniel.
Kevin's chili.
Kevin's chili.
Now, you were talking about this not too long ago. You said it's so sad.
It is sad. This one's probably the saddest of all the cold opens that we've
sad about it.
I feel so bad for Kevin when he drops his beautiful chili on the floor and then tries to pick it up and put it back in this big vat. It's just like, for once, Kevin's so good at something.
Brings it in once a year.
Yeah, I know. And then it's just gone. And it was a competition too, right?
I don't think so. I think he just says once a year I bring in my chili.
I thought that he said that it was a chili competition for some reason.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember that part, but maybe he does say something about that.
But man, just so sad.
It's one of the best Kevin moments
by far.
This is kind of Creed as manager, cold open. This is what this is for Kevin. It's just like, it's just Kevin. Literally nobody else is in it. Just showcases like him as a goof. And he says like, this is what I'm best at. He had to cook the onions. And then what's funniest to me is like, he's almost there.
He's so close.
He's right next to the reception when it happens.
One of my other favorite Kevin moments is when he's at their wedding.
Oh yeah.
And he's in the hotel and he like takes his shoes off and he's like, my dogs are barking. He puts his feet in the ice machine.
He's like, they're so sweaty, I can't even feel the cold. That's probably one of my favorite moments, at least from that episode, for sure. I remember one time you saying that was the worst episode of the show.
It is.
It's definitely not.
That one part is definitely great, but
the whole, I mean, I know you don't like the part where they dance down the aisle because it's stealing from the like actual video.
Yeah, they didn't make up anything.
But the part where Oscar and Kevin are dancing down the aisle is so funny. That when Creed dances down the aisle, it's hilarious. And then when Dwight kicks Isabel in the face. But anyways, Kevin's chili. Perfect cold open.
Nothing to do with the episode.
Nothing. Yep. Other than
it doesn't have anybody else.
It doesn't have anyone else in it, so that'd be the only like detriment to it. But quick, lots of little funny things, and then culminates in him just writhing around in his chili.
So sad. So sad. Number 3.
Yeah.
Meredith gets hit by a car.
Oh.
Fun run. Man, top 3.
already.
I made it.
This, trying to think. This might be my personal favorite cold open.
It might be mine too. I don't know.
It's
I remember my dad and I laughing at this one a lot. Together.
yeah, it's just so out of left field.
If you've never seen it, it's so it like scares you into laughter.
And like, for whatever reason, I can't even explain why, but Meredith is the perfect person for them to pick to get hit by the car. I don't know, like, there probably are some other characters that would have been funny, but for whatever reason, it's the fact that it's Meredith.
Yes. She seems like the kind of person that if she told you she was hit by a car, you would believe it.
Yes. But yeah, I think like, because this is the start of this season, and I feel like it's just like, it starts out, Michael is saying like, well, Jan is like a freeloader now, but he's like on his way driving into work, and he's like, it's been a good year, it's been a good year so far. He's like, Jim's back. Dwight and Andy are rocking the sales team. It's like just like everything's real positive.
Yes.
It just runs
Slam.
over Meredith.
And she like rolls around on the car after he hits her.
He just looks in shock, and it just hard cuts to that. It's I don't know. Like it kind of does just have the one joke to it.
Yeah.
But
It's such a good punch.
it's such a good punch. I don't know why, especially just the fact that I opened the season on it is just so funny to me. Have I ever told you the backstory to the writer's room of this episode?
No.
So, in writers' rooms for like sitcoms, when they come back from the summer break, they have this thing. I don't remember the exact name of it. It's basically called like the blue sky period or something like that. It's where like they can literally just throw out any idea.
Yeah.
Without
No repercussions.
Yeah, no repercussions, no like thinking that this is too far or anything like that. Yeah. Well, I guess the original idea was that Michael was going to kill Meredith with his car, which is also really funny. I'm glad that they didn't go that route. It would have made Mike a little unredeemable, I feel like. But yeah, I just think like to have that, because you could obviously tell they were like, what's something just crazy that we could start the season off with? It ended up being that. So it's great. Makes me laugh every single time I watch it.
Yep. Oh, yeah. What's number 2?
Number 2. Now, again, these top 3 really good. Oh, my word. Little Tommy. Hey.
Wow. It's been a long time. It's almost hard for me to talk. It hurts.
Yeah, man. It's kind of weird that you like. Oh my goodness! Why do you got 5? Why do you have 5 cigarettes in your mouth, Tommy?
Daniel, I love smoking.
Tommy, I thought we talked about
Today
this.
I learned that smoking's pretty cool.
Oh, is it?
It's so cool. Have you looked at the guy smoking?
I mean, you do look pretty rad right now. I'm not gonna lie.
You looked at me before, and now you look at me now. Way cooler.
Where'd you get this cool leather jacket at?
Where do you buy cigarettes? Give you a leather jacket.
Got like a chain coming down from it and everything.
And look at these leather boots.
I know. You got a whole new getup.
Wow, I'm so cool. And it's a new motorcycle too.
I see.
Sounds the same, but looks way cooler.
Are you connected to your motorcycle with your chain? What's that going on there?
It's accidental, but truly, yes, I am connected. It's as if we are one. It's as if we're one. So yeah, it's
it is. I'm not gonna lie, Tommy. You look pretty sweet right now with those 5 cigarettes hanging out of your mouth, your leather suit, and your new motorcycle.
I did accidentally get pants without the butt and no pants underneath.
Well, yeah, I see that You're still wearing them, but luckily you do have black tights underneath so that we're not seeing your butt cheeks.
I got underpants.
So thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What's weird is like I was actually gonna make a joke about that,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, I don't know, but then you turned around and I did see that you were wearing them. So
You thought it wasn't going to be cool, but now you see me with the cigarettes kind of turning
yeah,
around,
it does.
showing you my butt.
Yeah.
But my 5 cigarettes kind of makes it cool again.
Well, and I'm not gonna lie, Tommy. These poses that you're doing for us right now is really working. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. Well, what a way to come back. Huh?
Yeah. I come back after a week.
Just redeeming myself. Huh?
I miss you, bud.
Yeah, I miss you. Anyway,
What? So you learned that smoking's cool? Is that all that you learned?
I think that's all I learned.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You just coughed up a 6th cigarette.
It's a problem. It's been happening a lot. A lot of black too. A lot of black when I cough.
Are you smoking while you're driving your motorcycle?
Of course.
Is that why you swallowed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
it
not
is.
do that.
I mean, but how do I look so cool when I'm driving the motorcycle?
You should probably also wear a helmet when you're driving your motorcycle.
No, that's not cool.
Well, I mean, you're right. It is pretty lame when you see people wear motorcycle helmets,
right.
but
Well,
it's
time to go.
good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you. Bye.
Bye. Man,
I can't believe he came on this podcast and promoted smoking.
he's all over the place. his character development is wild.
It's almost like he just does what he wants. No trajectory at all, really.
It's whatever he's feeling that day is kind of what he's doing, because he like built a church and then he partnered with General Mills at General America. I wonder what happened there.
I wonder what happened. Well,
We'll ask him next time. Okay. Number dos.
I think
I didn't say it yet.
you need to say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, the top 3 really could have been in any order, but we feel like this is probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Toby's return from Frame Toby. Is that what it's from?
It's yeah, it is from Frame.
That was off my memory.
Off your mem?
Off my mem. What happened to this one, Philip?
I don't know what starts this. I only know the actual.
The actual part. They're all eating brownies in the break.
Oh,
in
that's
the,
right. You just said this.
Conference room.
You explained this to me
Yeah.
earlier so that I could do this episode with you. And everybody's talking about how disgusting they are, basically. So
Dwight is.
Dwight says,
Kevin's like scarfing him down.
he's like, "Do you even chew?" Ryan complains about Kelly eating too.
Yeah. But then she's like, well, one of them is for Toby. And then that's what starts off the Michael, like, yeah, all right.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. And then he turns around, there's Toby, and Michael just says no many times. And it's just a hoot.
I love that, like, well, because I love Jim's like, oh, you don't know. And then he's like, might want to take a little walk back there, see what's going on. And Michael's like, dare I?
Oh, that's
like,
right. He's
maybe
like,
I
it's
will.
a big joke, isn't it? Good joke, Jim.
Make me
Toby's
walk-
back here.
Yeah, he sees him. But I think we talked like the way that he's like, it's almost like he's literally pleading with God that that's not true.
Yes.
No, God, please.
So this is the one that we quote often at the office.
That's the one I was probably gonna guess. You guys quoted.
Yeah.
What part do you quote?
just the no. Like
Yeah.
like, you get a ticket for somebody that is just really difficult, and then you send that gift to everybody. Something like that.
So do you guys have like a work like group chat going
basically.
on throughout the day?
Yeah, but we're a bunch of old men now.
So do you
bunch
guys
of old
not?
men. So we're not cool guys that like are on the ticker talkers.
Yeah, sure.
or the facer bookers.
So you gotta use old memes.
So we gotta use old dog memes.
Oh, what's funny is that's just as it's probably even more used today than it was at the time.
Probably.
Is it? Are you guys like constantly chatting throughout the day?
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
pretty fun.
Oh yeah. It's like we're there in real life, but we're all remote. It's how the new workforce is.
Yeah.
Always chatting.
Did you hear that they're probably going to be getting rid of snow days
What?
for school?
Why?
Because you can just do it online now.
Oh, poor kids.
Yeah, we really lived in a golden age.
The goldenest of ages.
The
Well,
la-
I didn't get snow days when I was a kid, really.
Well, I guess I was homeschooled, but
yeah.
I guess we kind of homeschoolers got it good.
Just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You
but,
always had snow days. Every day was a snow day.
but I remember going to Ridgeville and hoping for snow days then.
Yeah. If our local school had a snow day, we would take it off normally.
Yeah.
My mom would be nice. Or we would like do short days.
Sure. Yeah, that was kind of like if the boys were off, then mom would be like, go outside.
Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get on.
Go freeze. So yeah,
Go die in the snow.
see if I care. No. Sherry ain't like that. So yeah, so I feel like there's not much to say about this one. It's just classic. It's hilarious.
Yes. Could be done by no one else.
Yeah, and like I would say this is probably the culmination of all of Michael hates Toby moments.
Yes.
Like it's just like it's the peak. It's the peak of
Yeah.
that joke.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and whoever's idea it was to make Michael just hate Toby for no reason is a genius.
Well, you know what's funny? Actually, I think I was watching an interview with Paul Lieberstein, who plays Toby,
Yeah.
because he was a big writer on the show.
Right.
And I think he said that there's a deleted scene in season 1 where do you remember the episode where they're trying to get Meredith a birthday card?
Vaguely.
Okay. Well, they have it, and Michael's trying to figure out what to say on the birthday card.
Okay.
He's trying to like come up with the perfect joke. Well, Toby comes in and just real quickly writes down something funny. And the guy who plays Toby said that was meant to be the start of it. Was that like Michael's like trying so hard to come up with this joke, and then Toby comes in and just does it real quickly. But it got deleted. It's not it didn't air.
Yeah.
So it's as if Michael just hates him for absolutely no reason, which I like that better. I like that it's like, that's canon to me.
Yeah.
That it's just like, I guess it's kind of implied that it's just because he's HR. Michael doesn't really like him.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between not liking HR and just absolutely hating somebody.
Yes,
Guts.
specifically Toby.
So, what's number 1, Philip?
The fire drill.
Yeah, there probably wasn't much of a. It probably wasn't much of a secret.
No, it couldn't have been.
We're
People
just-
had to know.
We're based.
I guess. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
We're
it's
based
new.
in the
It's new.
truth.
It's new slang.
Is it like we're base? Like we're like just ground level?
Yeah, it's like we're not.
we're just
We're
like-
unoriginal. You're just like it's a based opinion.
Yeah. We might have to start a new podcast where you explain cool stuff to me.
Well, I would have to bring my students on to really explain it to me first, and then explain, or they could just be explaining it to both of us.
Maybe
That could work.
That could work. Kids.
Kids,
That's what the name of the podcast
just
is.
kids.
Just kids.
kids,
Cool.
kids, cool. Oh, well, I almost said something.
Kids Cool Podcast.
There we go. Kids Cool Podcast, and cast is spelled with a K,
Oh man.
but cool is
Cool is
spelled with a
also
C.
See? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
So yeah,
Are you sure?
That way it like.
Just in case.
It just doesn't work at all. It like doesn't work as a joke at all, you know?
So this one
Everything.
Dwight's mad.
Yeah.
Dwight's mad because people haven't been paying attention to his fire drill instructions. And so he has decided that he's going to make a true simulation.
Yeah.
So you see him get ready. He makes the doorknob super hot.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think he like nails them shut.
Does he nail him shut?
Well, one of them he puts a key in, locks it, and then breaks the key.
That's right.
So there's that. Yeah, it makes all the door handles hot.
And then he starts a fire, or smoky fire.
Yeah.
In the trash can. And then does he pull the fire alarm, or does he just wait until they notice it?
He waits about halfway through, and then he pulls it just to cause to the chaos.
What's your favorite part in this?
Oh my gosh.
Which character shines for you?
It's hard to it's always hard to overlook Michael. 'Cause he comes out, he's like, "All right, it's happening. Everyone stay calm." And then like he throws the chair through the window. He's like, "Help!" So that's pretty great.
I love Oscar falling through the ceiling.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but Creed's reaction to him falling through the ceiling.
I don't even remember.
Okay, we'll have to watch it again. There's theories online that Creed was worried that it was a dead body that he stored up, and the ceiling was finally breaking through. I love Kevin breaks open the vending machine to grab snacks. That's really good. Dwight throws firecrackers, and he goes, "The fire's shooting at us." That's really good too. It's another I think this is other than the fact that it does kind of set up the plot of the rest of the episode.
Yeah.
This is a perfect cold open.
Yeah, everybody's involved.
Yeah. There's so many jokes. It's just like piles on one another, like one after, just tons of them. And then it's kind of long, but I'm fine with it being as long as it's almost like if it was any shorter, I would be upset that there wasn't more to it. Does that make sense?
Yes. It's good stuff.
Well, and it was smart. They aired it right after the Super Bowl.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
they knew they had a banger.
They knew, or they were just like, okay, guys, we got a slot right after the Super Bowl. Which one of our cold opens is the best of the season? And they did that one or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, it's I think people often say this is the best episode of The Office because there's also the CPR scene later on.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And the roast of Michael Scott later on.
Man.
It's a two-parter episode, so there's
it's kind of not fair.
Yeah. But there's a lot of good stuff in this episode. So I also think that's the episode where Pam's parents are having marital problems.
Oh, wow.
And they're watching that movie with Andy, with like Jack Black is in it, and Cloris Leachman is in it. Yeah. And they keep talking about Pam's parents, but Andy thinks they're talking about the movie. He's like blown away by their insight on movie stuff. So it is a really good episode. The CPR scene is almost just as funny as the cold open, honestly.
It is, yeah. It feels like a cold open.
Yeah, it does. It has that energy to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think.
I wonder if it was going to be.
I'm trying to think. It might be the cold open of the second part.
Okay.
I would have to. I don't want to say that for sure, but.
Don't you lie to me.
Well, now I'm starting to think it's not. I think it's just in the first part. Because then, Stanley comes back because he has the heart. This is the one where he has the heart attack.
Jeez. It's chock full of stuff.
Well, that's in the cold open. He has the heart attack.
Oh, that's right.
And Michael's like climbing on top of him. He's like, Stanley, Barack's president.
Oh,
so great stuff.
So
great stuff all
things.
around. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, Angela throws a cat up in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Trying to think of it. Does Phyllis have a moment?
I can't think of one.
I can't either. I can't think of Meredith having a moment either. Jim is trying to. He's like, I'm not gonna die in this office. And it's like on a
Yes.
mission to get out with Pam, and I think Andy helps him with some stuff. But yeah, I think I don't remember Phyllis having anything in this scene, so that's okay.
It's all right.
I don't love Phyllis.
Oh,
She's fine.
she's fine.
I think of the main. I think of like.
She's like she does the costume design or something. She's not a normal actress.
She was either costume or casting.
Okay, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, and they were just like, "Hey, we need spots to be filled. You want to just sit out there?" And then she ended up becoming, a huge character.
It's crazy.
But
It's perfect. It's perfect for an office ensemble.
yeah, just like
A random person.
right. Yeah, it really. And I love that like a lot of the characters just play their name, like their names or their characters' names.
Yes.
Well, and especially Creed Bratton is Creed, like his actual name is Creed Bratton, which is really funny. But yeah, I think the perfect cold open, and it will go down in history as maybe one of the best sitcom scenes ever.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, as a standalone scene, just good stuff. If you're like, have you ever seen The Office? And somebody says no, you're like, watch this.
Hey, watch the scene and tell me that you don't want to keep watching the show.
Yeah. That's like something that Arrested Development doesn't have.
Is a big scene like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you just have to know the rest of the show and the characters in order to find anything funny in that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there's certainly some things like, I don't know, Joe doing
Magic. Yeah. There's probably that. That might be one of the only things. The sad walking
Yeah.
could be funny, but one thing I do love about Arrested Development is anytime a plot point comes up that you have needed to see a previous episode for, the narrator just fills you in on it. He's like, now remember, this person
Yes.
conned them out of their money, So you can watch an individual episode of Arrested Development and it worked completely,
That's
on
true,
its own.
yeah,
But yeah, I can't think of a singular scene that you would like showcase somebody.
No.
I'm trying to think of like other sitcoms. What would you do with like Seinfeld?
Oh man, of a single scene.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Community would probably be something to do with paintball.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Seinfeld.
Actually, Community, I would probably show the multiple timelines episode and show the one where it goes horribly wrong.
Yeah.
That's kind of has fire drill energy to
That's
it.
true. That's true. There's maybe Soup Nazi
Yeah.
for Seinfeld.
I would need to. I've only watched every episode once. I've seen some episodes more than one time,
Yeah,
but
me too.
maybe the Junior Mint episode, the one where he drops a Junior Mint into the body.
That's a very Seinfeld-y moment.
He's like, Kramer, stop. He's like trying to feed him the Junior Mint. I think actually, I don't want to even talk too much about office scenes because I legitimately think we could probably do a list of best scenes
Probably good.
because there's another scene that I talk about all the time that I could probably show some, like, I'd be like, hey, watch this scene and tell me if you think this is a funny show. So anyways, all right. Well,
This is it.
I think that's it.
This is the end.
This is the end of this week, and we'll be back next week.
Next week, we're the best and you're the best.
You can never be perfect, but you can always get better. We love you. All right. One in the